If you ever scroll on TikTok or on Instagram or wherever, and you see in a post about Sable, you've probably seen some comments saying that like she's like the worst survivor ever to have in your lobbies, right? Like one phrase we see a lot is not all Sables, but it's always a Sable. Do you ever wonder why these survivors get slandered so bad? Sometimes too, it's not even just Sable. It could be Kate, Lara, Dwight, Fung, Michaela, and many more. It doesn't even have to be on social media. It can be even in game too. Even you could have your own experience with like a lot of Sables or a lot of Laras or whatever. And honestly, it seems like the slander can be true at sometimes, which honestly like it feels so supernatural because it's kind of crazy how it really is like usually a Sable or like people that are usually on the slander list. So I'm gonna explain how this works and how this turns into like a cycle that goes over and over and over. At first, people might think that like survivors are just the same thing, right? And it's just skins if you play someone else like Sable or Lara or Dwight or Meg. It's just a different skin. You all have the same speed, the same vaulting speed, the same generator repair speed. But there's something that you have to consider. So in DBD, behavior uses a system that they like to call the MMR system, which basically places you in matches that have people in your skill range or skill level, however you want to say it, depending on your wins and losses. And honestly, this system is pretty shitty and they need to rework it. But people in different MMRs would play differently, right? Lower MMR would play like a little worse. Mid would be like a mix of good and bad. And then like high would be like everyone's at like optimal top tier play and everything. Me and like over 90% of the player base are either in low MMR or a casual or mid-level MMR. And the reason why Sable is so slandered is because she has such a big pick rate. Since she has such a big pick rate, you generally just have a bigger chance of seeing Sables mess up and do stupid shit because every player is capable of doing some stupid save, messing up a generator, doing some bullshit or whatever, right? But you have a higher chance to see a Sable do it because of how high her pick rate is. And now I'm gonna be honest, why Sable and Lara has such a high pick rate, it's literally just because they look good. They look attractive, conventionally attractive, right? When a new player joins this game, you usually see them hop onto Sable like ASAP. Either Sable, Lara, Michaela, or any one of the other people in the game. And honestly, it's just how games work. It's like it's a weird culture. It's not really weird, but like people will always immediately play the character that they find attractive or like nice looking. Like you see how people go crazy over Leon and Ada in Resident Evil? Yeah. Or Wesker. Yup. Like you can see this culture can get pretty toxic too. Like people will like trash on Hattie just because she's Indian, or does it look conventionally attractive? She's not like a skinny, botched like twig hourglass, like how everybody wants it. So that's why she has the lowest pick rate ever, right? But when you see characters like Sable or Lara, who are like the standard, they get picked like crazy. Like you will never stop seeing them in your games. And because of these newer players hopping onto these survivors, that just increases your chance of seeing that newer player do some bullshit on someone else's clip on TikTok or YouTube or Twitch or whatever. And you see that and you see the comments saying always a Sable, you're gonna hop onto the hate train and follow them exactly like what they do. Like me personally, I play Sable a lot. I really like her outfits. I play Lara a lot too. I love her character. I love her from her own franchise too. And I honestly sometimes too, when I play the game, get some comments like, "Wow, I'm surprised that Sable did good. I'm surprised that Lara actually locked in, or whatever." And it honestly, like, I'm like, "Dang, y'all been that like traumatized?" Like, it's honestly like a whole like PTSD effect because I've seen with my own eyes a Sable doing bad, right? But I didn't go crazy say, "Oh my god, it's a Sable. Of course it's a Sable," because anyone can do bad. I've seen aces, the quote unquote competitive survivor, Claudette, another competitive survivor, Jake, another competitive survivor, do some absolute BS on my screen. I've seen everyone, but that's the thing. They have lower pick rates. If people played Claudette like crazy, that she would be the new Sable. If people played Dwight like crazy, he would be the new Sable, right? Another reason why survivors like Sable get slandered is because they steal the cosmetics or the fame or attention from other survivors. Behavior, what they do is when they notice a survivor getting popular or a killer getting popular, they will feed them, spoon feed them like trillions and trillions and trillions of cosmetics and leave out all the other survivors that are worthy of some or deserve some. A good example, and I think everyone knows this, is Fung. Fung be eating up everybody's skin. She's like, "Nah, nah, nah." She's just fucking eating. She's eating all the skins up. Sable and Fung be getting skins like they're getting spoon fed, and people get tired of it, and that just pushes that agenda to like hate, quote unquote, hate Sable and Fung a lot more. And now I'm gonna move on to the more controversial topics of why people hate Sable or other survivors. And I don't care what y'all say. I genuinely believe, like legit believe, that some hate for her is rooted from misogyny because when people see that someone's playing a female survivor, they're like, oh, they're probably a girl or whatever, right? And people, and if you know like the gaming community a lot, they will always say that like girls are trash at games. They always do stupid things while the dudes are better. And that's why you see this common trope of like, oh, if it's a girl super player, then they're gonna be trash. But if it's a male super player that's a goon, he's gonna be doing super good as on her, right? And that's the most toxic shit I've ever heard. I've seen plenty of women, girls do like run a killer like crazy or like do really good in other games. And the fact that people think like that is kind of crazy to me. And they always try to justify it by saying, I'm just recognizing patterns. I'm just recognizing patterns. Oh my, just because you saw a pattern before doesn't mean that every single motherfucking girl or person or whoever they are going to do the same thing. This is the problem. We generalize too much. But I honestly like get it when it comes to like, oh my god, it's always disabled though. It's always disabled. It's always a Lara. Because it may appear like it is, but you have to understand the conditions that you're in. That person has such a high pick rate and she looks conventionally attractive, so people are always gonna play her. She's gonna have like, a splendid pick rate. So overall, people just hate these survivors because they've seen so many clips and so many in-person experiences of them. And the reason why they highlight these experiences is because they often forget about the other survivors because the focus is all on these survivors that they're slandering. You don't see videos of like Elodie getting slandered. You don't see videos of like Felix getting slandered. You don't see videos of like Claudette getting slandered. You just don't. So when you see Claudette fuck up, you don't give a fuck. But if you see like a Sable mess up or a Lara mess up, you're like, oh my gosh, another Sable or Lara. So honestly, if you play any of these survivors or just play Survivor in general, just play the game, have fun. This game is not meant to be competitive for everybody. It can be a party game for some, it can be a competitive game for some, but just have fun, do what you want. Well, don't sell on purpose. Actually try, please. I'm not gonna have to DC. I DC sometimes because sometimes they're just doing some stupid bullshit. But yeah, just try your best and we all start somewhere, okay? So don't feel too bad if you see slander. Play who you like and play who you love and enjoy the game.